Hi, my name's Macca. I'm the travel editor at gapyear.com. With working abroad, as I said, you can teach English as a foreign language. And to do that, it's very simple. You've got two choices. One is if you're degree qualified, you can go to anywhere in Asia and teach English. You can go through a number of companies as well who will kind of sort out your flights, your accommodation as well. But you can just do it off your own back. I personally, I worked in China and I taught English there. And I went to a town called Yangshan, which was beautiful on the Yangtze River. And I kind of went up to a school and I said, do you feel I can kind of teach a few of your students? And they're like, yeah, you speak English very well. We'll give you a class, we'll give you the advanced class. So I taught English for a couple of months, and I really, really enjoyed it because not only are you giving them something, you kind of teaching them about a world outside China and improving their English skills. But obviously they're teaching you so much about their culture as well, and it's so, so important and so easy to learn about a country in depth purely by just associating yourself with the people from that country. And I'm still in contact with a number of my students because they were like great guys, they're really fun. And because they were the advanced class, at the end of the day, at the end of the lessons, we could go out for a beer afterwards, and then it was so informal, we could just kind of like bounce ideas back and forth. The thing about Australia and New Zealand is they're such big countries. It's all based around agricultural work. You can work in kind of like national parks, kind of doing conservation work there, which pays very well. You can do fruit picking, which is a very popular job for all ages. Even working in a bar. With Australia, you've got a few kind of companies like Seek and Tour, which is Travellers at Work, which are purely set up just for foreign people going over and working. So those services are there to be used. So if you're looking for a job, you've got to make sure that you hit the ground running. You've got to have your CV sorted out. You've got to have good references, and you've got to have you've got to grab the ball by the horns. It's one of the most important things. People just expect to go out to Australia and get a job, but it's not necessarily the case. You've got to go up to the bars. You've got to go into the job agencies and say, this is what I'm good at. This is why you should give me a job. And more often than not, again, if you just kind of roll the dice and show that you're willing to work and that you're happy to put the hours in, they'll give you a good job. I mean, you just have to look at the global economy right now. People are trying so hard to get a job in the UK, and a part of me wonders why. I mean, the economy in Australia is booming. It's one of the biggest economies at the moment. So as long as you go out there and you look for the jobs, you will get them and you'll get good money. And from that, you can carry on traveling. When you're based in somewhere like Perth, you've got Bali on your doorstep 3 hours away. You can go to Singapore, Malaysia. It just opens up so many other areas. And obviously, again, you learn so much about that country by basing yourself there.